My name is David Chandler, and I started the program called the Academy Boxing Club with the help of Brendan Kelly, a good friend of mine. He and I got together and we said, how can we help kids? How can we make a difference in a child's life? And we thought if we brought in a boxing program, which is what Brendan's forte is, and he can work with the kids and build the program up and hopefully help somebody get ahead.
Remember, if you don't want to do it, that means if you know something that you never want to do, that means you're saving heartbeats and breaths. You're not going to waste your time playing with it. There was a white paper by Admiral Holloway that basically said, no more part-time help. If we're going to do counter-terrorist operations, we need a professional standing force, and that's what caused the development of Joint Special Operations Command, the formalization of Delta Force, and I started SEAL Team 6. Now, what the youngsters here should pick up by now is that it takes one brain power, as we were talking about, that work the mind, work the body. This kind of a program is in the gutter. It's here on the street. It means when you drop a nickel here, the nickel stays here. It's going right hand to mouth, so you get more bang for the buck. So if somebody gives $1, 99 cents is going to the street where it belongs. Then they need a place to one, to build character, two, to develop responsibility, and to burn off steam. I mean, you gotta get that energy out of them and focus it. You gotta drive it in the right direction.
Hi, I'm Victoria Cameron. As he said, I'm a Superior Court judge. I was a single mother after my husband died when I was 23 years old. I had no money, no insurance, nothing. But during that whole time, I took a class every semester, until I finally was able to get to the point as an older adult that I could go to law school. And then I became a judge. But no one thought I could do it. Even my good friends, when I wanted to apply to be a district attorney, said, you're older and you ought to maybe just go into civil practice and do something where it's not going to be hard. You could open your own practice. It wouldn't be as hard to get a job. But this is what I wanted to do, and I kept at it, and I got a job that I loved, and I loved being in a courtroom. I loved doing trials. I got a lot of good experience. And then when I became appointed as a judge after 15 years as a DA, now I'm doing that, and I love that. It's real important you have an outlet, and this is a great place. Sports, that's a fantastic outlet, because not only does it keep you off the streets and away from drugs and away from gangsters and things like that, it gives you a safe place to go, but it builds your self-esteem.
When I came to a high school in the United States, and I went to Santa Monica High School and went to IBM and worked as an electrical engineer. I designed microprocessors for IBM. That was one of the last things I did. And I got one of the IBM awards, Outstanding Technical Achievement Award. But what's the point of all that? I learned one of the most important lessons in my life during design of circuits. Human brain is much the same way. Once it's damaged, although it may function, especially by drugs, it may not be the same. In fact, it's not going to be the same, and I'm going to show it to you. Example of an aneurysm, a small bulge on the vessel, one of the causes of which could be cocaine use. Lastly, again, I wanted to ask everybody, to our capacity, if you have it's a bad financial situation and so forth. I came and saw them, how these guys, basically Brandon and Dave Chandler, they were here in a very difficult situation, hot, and they're building this place for you guys. Try to help them out as much as you can, and let's try to work together and keep the community safe from drugs and gangs, and make sure our next generation is a lot better. Thank you.
My name is Victor. I'm 13. I was taken from the house because my mom was doing drugs. Me, I want to become pro boxer, have a nice family, nice home. Oh, my mom.
My name is Brody. I grew up in a very rough place where I lived with my dad. My dad abused me. When I box, I know it's going to make me feel stronger and make me have more self-confidence in myself. And I know I am getting stronger.
And I know after spending time with these kids, they get kicked out of school, they get kicked out of their homes, they come from backgrounds you don't even want to hear about, they get left out of foster care, and they have nowhere to go. And I know after spending time with these kids that I'm going to spend the rest of my life working with these kind of kids.
and especially boxing in a disciplined environment where they're protected, builds confidence, and they're going to be stronger people as they grow up, and they know how to actually protect their brains in boxing and in sports because they have good teachers here.
Death into the dust, and we'll wait and ruined in the rust of our craving. It feels like, don't you know the cost of your betrayal? You're the one that's lost, you're gonna fail. It feels like you're gasping with all your might. You can't take away my strength, fix these broken things. There's nothing left to fight. If we'll let me go, you can't take away my pride. I won't be denied. There's nothing left to fight. If we'll let me die. Insects walk below, I'm on a wire, fire up on below, but I